This episode is sponsored by Thuma. Create an oasis with Thuma, a modern design company that specializes in furniture and home goods. By stripping away everything but the essential, Thuma makes elevated beds with premium materials and intentional detail. Thuma combines the perfect balance of form, craftsmanship, and functionality. With over 17,000 five-star reviews, the Thuma bed collection is proof that simplicity is the truest form of sophistication. Get $100 towards your first bed purchase. Go to thuma.co/onlyfriends. That's thuma.co/onlyfriends to receive $100 off your first bed purchase. This episode is sponsored by Skims. You know, forever and always, Erin and I are obsessed with Skims. I am normally wearing Skims underwear, sometimes pants, usually a top, sometimes a jacket, sometimes pajamas, usually socks, and also, and the robe I have. I got a robe. It's all just very comfy, cozy. But yeah, Skims has great products. They have boy shorts that fit me amazingly. They're comfy, they're soft. I mean, everything from Skims is soft, so I don't think I even need to say that, but just so you know. Shop Skims' best intimates, including the Fits Everybody collection and more at skims.com and Skims stores. After you place your order, be sure to let them know we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select our show in the drop-down menu that follows.
Silence on you. Set.
Speaking of silencing people, I'm just kidding. Well, you know, TikTok.
Oh,
TikTok.
What a funny time.
What a weird.
I had a funny old time.
Oh man, I did too. I mean, you were like doing stuff when it was happening, correct?
Yeah, but like we knew that it was going on and we were all just like, hee hee. But then like when I got home at night, I saw like, you know, all the big influencers sobbing.
Yeah.
And it was so funny to me. Only because, to be fair, also like I didn't like watch them, so I don't really know what they were saying, but like we were all kind of laughing. There was like 10 of us who were like, oh my God, come on.
It was dramatic.
Only for it to be like literally fixed in the morning.
No, I was like, I've literally been off TikTok longer than this man. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, wait a little bit. No, don't embarrass us.
Very funny. You're wearing eyeliner today.
You can tell?
Yeah.
On the top?
No, your waterline.
Oh, it must have fallen down then.
Yeah.
I've been putting it on the top because I feel like it makes my eyelashes look even better.
As if they couldn't be any better.
No, but
it's so, I haven't seen you wear eyeliner in so long. It just threw me off. I'm sorry.
But I don't like when it goes onto the bottom because then I just feel like my middle school emo. Like
I like it. It makes your eyes look so blur.
Oh, well, thank you.
Sorry about that.
Compliment
but it had to be addressed.
Yeah, no, it did have to be addressed.
I couldn't stop looking at it. Didn't want you to think I was like looking deep into your eyes the whole podcast. I was like, that's eyeliner.
Okay, but you know the influencers that really pissed me off, and I don't know if you even like saw this.
Okay, let's hit me.
Were the ones like, you know, the trend that was like,
oh yes,
yeah, like
I lied or whatever.
The lying trend where it's like, well, since the world's ending, here's one more secret I have to tell you, and then it would be like an influencer being like, I actually never did blah blah blah.
All the ones I saw I didn't understand because I didn't know like that person's lore. Where they're like, oh, I saw the Charli D'Amelio one.
Well, that one was just like silly. Same with like Chris Olsen. It's like, yeah, we know the cup was always empty. He was like, the cup was always empty. It's like, yeah, bro, we know. Like, we know you.
Reveal.
Yeah, like we know you didn't go to Starbucks.
What a reveal.
Go to the airport, go through TSA, get on the plane, deliver a cold ass coffee to Kim Kardashian. Like, no, I don't think so. But the ones that really made me actually like annoyed, and it made a lot of people annoyed, were the influencers that like there were a couple of fitness influencers that got big from like their workouts, and you know they got big and they got
follow them.
I don't follow them, but this is people like talking about it.
Got it.
So I don't have any like names, but people were just like, these people need to like lose their platforms because they got big working out, doing diet plans, and like, you know, showing everyone that uses TikTok like they can do it too, and they got big doing that, and then they got all this PR, you know, and Lululemon and all these opportunities and paid brand deals and stuff just to find out that they were like, I was on Ozempic. Like that was one of the lies.
Oh my God.
And people were like,
I'm so shook.
I know.
Oh my God.
It's honestly valid. That's such a valid crash out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was like, what? And so there were like, I would say a handful of influencers that people were like, how are they going to come back to this? And also them doing that, I'm like, you're still a living, breathing human being that I assume is going to post content somewhere else. Like,
yeah, big dumb.
Why are you giving this out? And like,
do you think maybe they'll be like, just kidding?
I mean, at this point, does it even matter?
I wonder if any of them, like, that's what people were like. I saw some that were kind of being like facetious about what people would comment.
Oh, like what?
Like, I'm trying to think of one, for example. One I saw, I think it was like last night, but like it was just something that like people would comment all the time. Like remember when everyone was like, "You're on crack" to me, like on YouTube, and like if I was like, one lie I've been telling this whole time is that I'm actually on crack. Like ones that were silly, like that aren't actually true.
Yeah.
But those ones are real.
Yes.
It's not just like people being like, she's obviously on Ozempic, and then they were like,
no, it was like, I actually was on Ozempic. And then there was also another girl that got a BBL, but said she did it from like doing squats and shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's like stuff like that is criminal.
Why would you take it to your fucking grave?
Literally.
You profited off of all of these people.
Exactly. That's the whole problem.
It's not like they're ever going to be like, oh, wow, tricked us. Like they're going to be pissed at you because you're a fraud.
I mean, imagine following that person being like, oh, I want to get that butt.
Yes.
And then you're doing all the workouts and not seeing the results. And you're like, I must be doing something wrong. No, this influencer just fucked you over. I hate that.
I feel like this is why TikTok should have stayed banned.
Honestly.
And also, I think those people shouldn't be allowed back on the platform.
I said that. I was like, we need a redo of influencers. Like, if this app comes back, like, redo.
It's so funny because like when we went to bed, it was, well, Mike was so right about, he was texting us like the days before and he's like 8:30 p.m. sharp. He was literally like a doomsdayer about TikTok. It was cracking me up. I was like, please, why are we acting like it's the end of the world right now? Love him to death. But he was texting us being like updates, 8:30 p.m. It's down. And like, I'm out partying. Like, I'm like, okay, like go out, go do something. Why are you like fear mongering?
Well,
TikTok?
a lot of us, like me specifically, I was like, it was like a plan with a friend. I was like, I want to spend as much time as I can with TikTok on this day because
yours is like going through a relationship breakup.
Kind of. Well, I was just like, I just want to see how it goes down. Like truly, I was curious too because we said people were saying 5:30 our time, and I was like. That's when Mike said 8:30, and I'm like, okay, so they're not even giving us midnight Eastern. Like, the fuck?
But we were like out at a bar, and I think one person had maybe like opened TikTok or something, and they got like the weird notification, and then it kind of like trickled through everyone, and we were all just like, woo, oh my god, and then like that was really it. And then the next morning, we were sitting at the kitchen table. It was probably like 10 a.m. That's what I posted yesterday.
It came back
because it didn't for like anybody else that I was with. And I was with 9 people.
Oh, whoa.
So Logan, hers started working. But it was weird because even the night before, like some people's were still working and some weren't. So it was just like, we were like, oh, it's probably just a fluke still. Like yours doesn't work. But then I opened mine and I was like, wait, mine works. And then someone was like, yeah, but like you probably can't upload. And I was like, let me try.
And I just uploaded.
And then I just like clicked the picture and it uploaded. I was like, oh my God, it just uploaded. And then like 10 minutes later, I opened TikTok again to just like see if it was actually working. But then I noticed a sound on the photo that I posted and I didn't put it there.
Usually they'll add it. There's always a sound to like a post. If you don't catch it and like get rid of it, there's always a sound.
But why?
But also it could have been a glitch.
But it was actually very funny because the sound that it was like just absolutely. I was like, who's that woman talking? It's because it's a still photo. Like I didn't make a video.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't even know how to do that.
Yeah, I know.
Like, but
I was like, I think Erin thinks she's on Instagram right now.
No, like we were cracking up and then I was like, I'll just leave it. Yeah. I don't care.
Goes viral.
But yeah, that was my TikTok experience.
Well, I will say I was like on it while this ship was sinking. And I feel like a lot of people ended it the same way I did. Bethany Frankel was live with Spencer and Alex Earl. And that was like right at like the time it started to go. And it was so crazy because I noticed like scrolling through videos, the sound was really weird. Like it was the first thing I noticed was the sound. It almost felt like echoey a little bit on every video. And then people, I was watching their live and one of them was like, it's getting shut down now. Like I can tell. And they started like glitching. And then I got a thing that was like, it's no longer available in your blah blah. And then there was like some fucking propaganda that was like, thanks to President Trump, we'll get it up again tomorrow or something. And I was like, okay, what? Yeah. It's like, he's not even the president, but okay. Yeah. And then literally by the time I woke up, it was working. So
yeah, very weird thing that happened.
I think
kind of embarrassing.
It was like pretty sad. I think if you were like at home, maybe you would have felt this a little bit.
I doubt it.
But like even me, I didn't think like anything, but I was like, you keep going to open it and like it doesn't work and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, but like we were doing that, but to me it's not like I'm not as attached to it as you are.
I guess so. I mean, I did have like a crash out for like 10 minutes. I didn't think I would. I literally thought I'd be like, it's fine, it'll probably come back in a couple days, but like I was like, oh, like my whole like routine is gone. Like for real. I mean, for real. And also like all the people I love to watch, like the debaters and stuff, I'm like, I don't have that anymore.
They don't have like YouTube or anything?
They do. It's just like, yeah, I could go there, but it's like everything is in one spot, you know? It's just so easy to just like, oh, there's that person, let me do that. It's a big part of my life. I always like have it on the background and stuff. So that was starting to like bother me. And then I was like, oh my God, I was like, what the fuck is going to happen? Like it's getting shut down and then Trump's going to get inaugurated. And then the next day it came back and I was like, oh, okay, cool. But no one could go live. And the whole day, nobody could go live. And I was like, I am scared that they're not going to make live accessible until Trump's inaugurated, and there will be one live of Trump getting inaugurated and then lives will come back. And I was like, if that happens, like we are living in a different TikTok. Like we are living, but
different TikTok.
No, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like it'd be fucking weird. Like I'd be like, oh, like this is not the same app anymore.
I feel like it's not.
I know it doesn't feel like it because a lot of things you search is like censored now.
Oh yeah. I'm just like not. I don't really care. I think it was also like I didn't care if it got
I think you
taken
should care because it's like. It's coming, even on Instagram. If you searched hashtag Democrat, no results.
No, I'm saying I don't care that it was taken away.
Oh, yeah. I know. And then now it's like 70 days it might get taken away. So I need to like
90.
It was 70, I think 75, he said.
Who's he?
You know who. The man who should not be named.
Trump?
Yeah.
Got it. Well, I'm not up with the times.
Yeah, Trump. Oh, I am. I'm trying to think what else happened on there that was like weird. People are making like more political, like they always do on there, and their videos are getting taken down.
Classic.
So it's just like weird, like that never really happened before on TikTok. So people are like, what happened in the 12 hours it got shut down?
Take those files.
It's a little spooky, I think, but I mean, I don't know. And then everyone's like, my For You page is so crazy. And I'm like, guys, give it time. Like the server shut off and went back on. For You page is gonna be a little weird. I mean, I was getting
didn't
like
the guy like take CEO out of his bio. Like something happened behind the scenes.
No, it was proven that that had not been there for a long time.
Oh, T.
Yeah. So there was a lot of like, oh my God, this, and then it was like, well, it's because of this. This podcast is sponsored by Dinnerly. I am no chef. I'm no cook. I don't even like to cook, but Dinnerly makes it so dang easy. So with Dinnerly, you get to choose from over 100 seasonal dishes every week, and every single one is designed to give you the most bang for your buck. Think about it. Restaurant quality steak dinners for less the price of a fancy latte. Hello? The recipes are so easy to follow, very difficult to mess up. Trust me, I would be the first one to mess up a bowl of cereal. So I did it with execution. I did it well, okay? Ready to make eating well your new normal? Head to dinnerly.com/offer/onlyfriends and use code onlyfriends for up to 27 free meals. Once again, that's dinnerly.com and use our promo code onlyfriends so they know we sent you. You know?
Yeah, I thought it was nice like the week of like seeing all the creators that I follow just who really like gained from it, like coming on to say thank you for like what they have been able to accomplish with TikTok. But then I thought it was like absolutely so cringy, everyone like bawling their eyes out.
I mean, I get the point. I get this in the sense of like, it's crazy to get so big on that platform and then it just like can get taken away from you any second. Like, yeah, that's like crazy.
That's what happened to us.
Well, it. Kind of. I know. We survived Vine.
Lived through it, baby.
I also survived a Green Day chat shutdown.
And I don't even think we said anything because at that point, Vine was so lame.
Well, and it's just different because Vine wasn't taken because of the government. It was just like shut down. Like this feels so different. Because it's like, what the fuck? Like people who ban places who ban apps are North Korea and China. Like we do not ban apps here. Yeah. So it's just a little scary to me.
Anything else about the talk? The tick and the talk?
Not really. I mean, everything seems sort of normal now. Although if you search like Trump election fraud, nothing comes up, but it comes up in other countries. It's very weird. So I don't know. I don't know what they did in there. People are saying it's like someone came in their room and rearranged some things and left. Yeah. But I will say my For You page is like pretty much normal now. Like my For You page is like the people I want to see. So I don't think that they did anything with that. And someone said it also, if you use TikTok in other countries, like once you like boot it up, it's kind of like that. Like the For You page is a little weird. So I don't know. But
gotta acclimate.
Yeah. So a little bit of a crash out just because I was like, it felt like a little bit of grief. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
See, I knew you'd laugh at me, but like truly, like I felt grief.
No, I believe it.
Yeah, I don't know. We can move on.
Okay, well, TikTok, glad you're back.
Yeah, for a
now.
couple days, for 70 days.
We'll see what happens.
I think Trump said he wants to like own 50% of it. That's how he'll like finagle
what
with China. I don't know.
Oh, brother.
But it's kind of interesting. Like I saw an interview. He's like signing stuff on his desk, and they were talking about TikTok. And he's like, honestly, he's like, TikTok is the last thing we need to worry about. Like with China, I was like,
who said that?
Trump. I was like, that's kind of.
Well, then why did you bring it up in the first
place? I was like, that's kind of tea. I know. In 2020, he literally signed an executive order to ban TikTok.
The only reason it's being brought up, Chica, is because of you.
Literally. I mean, that's another thing. It's like. And you know what else? Hitler literally during Germany 1930s took away the newspaper and brought it right back. So it's kind of like, what the fuck is the difference at this point? I mean, obviously TikTok isn't the newspaper, but it kind of is to a lot of us.
That's where we get our news.
Yeah. Good or bad, real or fake, misinformation or real information. We get it from TikTok.
A little bit of both.
But to be fair, most news outlets
are on TikTok.
Well, no, most news outlets say fake shit all the time anyway. So.
Oh, yeah. Hashtag fake news.
Yeah, fake news.
Okay, well, to address the elephant in the room, we didn't record an episode last week. So if you're wondering where that was, it's because there were wildfires running rampant in LA. And it felt kind of odd to me to come on and like talk about celebrities and like pop culture when like so many of those people who we probably would talk about are losing their houses. And like that's the only thing in the news cycle.
No, I went to Pilates last week and I was like, how am I going to Pilates and 2 towns burnt down? Like this does not feel right to me. So but I think it was a good call. I mean,
it just felt like I felt weird.
Yeah. We did good influences. Erin wasn't there and we kind of talked about it a little bit.
When I was there too.
Oh, that's true. That's when we talked about it. Yeah. We talked about it then, and I feel like that was like us talking about it.
It's like an open platform, but this like has a little vibe to it. And if you're coming here for like your pop culture, everyday stuff, like it's just going to be not good
it's like
vibes.
Spencer Pratt's birthday. Wah, wah.
Yeah. Here's a list of all the celebs who lost their homes in the fire. Like,
happy birthday.
No, it felt weird. So we just like put pause on that and then did good influences.
Yeah, which I think is fine. Have we ever missed? I guess we have. I feel like one of us was like sick or something.
I don't know if we have.
We're pretty good at not missing stuff.
Yeah, because like even when we did have like COVID and those things, I feel like we would always do.
We just got COVID. We just went together. Yeah, maybe.
Microphone? Zoom.
I knew what you meant.
Comment below. You would know better than we do.
Yeah, I really don't know. I don't think we've skipped.
It's gotta be at least maybe one.
I thought there was one time. But I feel like anytime we've been like ill, we've powered through.
Yeah.
My appendix.
Oh.
Like we still recorded. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we haven't. Let us know.
Please let us know. Someone will know.
Because we don't know.
All you have to do is go to like Spotify and make sure there's one every week.
Yeah. Just do that for us.
For the past 3 years. Whoa. Yeah.
4.
This will be the 4th year.
Yeah. In May?
June.
That's fucking crazy.
4 years.
That's almost half a decade.
I know. Well, it's crazy. We were talking about COVID like last night, and I was like, "That's crazy." That was 5 years ago this year.
Yeah, half a decade.
Oh,
it doesn't matter. I don't like it.
Like that's crazy.
It feels genuinely like a year and a half ago.
I agree.
To be fair, it feels like a year and a half ago. And then when I think about like 2022, I'm like, oh my god, that wasn't even during COVID times, and that feels so far away.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Gross. But yeah, I didn't record good influences because the winds were picking up again in LA, and we were already going to go to Utah on Thursday. So we decided to go on Monday to just get out and like, just in case.
Avoid any potential hazards.
And also like the air quality is not great. So we were like, we don't want to have to deal with the stress of this right now.
Yeah.
So we pieced the fuck out.
The air quality is, I'm like, is it still...
I don't really know.
Like, can I go on a walk or will I get mesothelioma? You know what I mean?
It's weird because I've seen like so many different things, which it's like the AQI doesn't account for like asbestos and chemicals and those kinds of things. So like, I genuinely don't know. I haven't heard like one clear answer. Some people are like, it does. And then other people are like, no.
I know.
So I don't know. I'm trying to avoid like my air exposure. Wear a mask. I have no fucking idea.
There's a lady that takes Pilates in like some of my classes, and she's an interior designer actually, and so she works with like a lot of construction and stuff. And I guess they were saying the air quality is really gonna be the worst, and
when
like
they're like digging shit up.
Yeah, and like in those areas, and like the immediate like plume. Yeah. I don't know about our air now. I mean, I'm like, it's been a couple weeks, but it's still burning. So
yeah,
they're still burning.
It hasn't stopped.
I know. I think it's like burning out, right?
Yes, they are contained much more than when I left on. I think when I left, the Palisades one was like 17%. And
that is crazy.
It's now, I think I saw it yesterday, it was like 60 or something. And then the one in Altadena is like really very contained. I think it was like 87% yesterday. Okay, yeah, Palisades is 63% contained, which is great. That means that they've like contained the spread.
Yeah.
So there are still like areas burning within it, like hot spots and stuff like that. But like for the most part, and then the Eaton is 89.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
And
there
then
was
yesterday, someone started one in Griffith Park. Like, what the fuck are you? What are people doing?
We had like super high winds yesterday.
Yeah, we were ready to come home, and then they were like, "Oh, Monday and Tuesday, there's gonna be 100-mile-an-hour winds." And I was like, "You've got to be kidding
me!" Like the
me.
thing you avoided. Like it wasn't even windy actually when you left.
Yeah, but like I don't feel silly for leaving.
No, of course. Yeah. I just was like, of course that would happen. And then I was like, I wonder if they're gonna land, and it's gonna be like, whoa. But obviously, I didn't want to like say anything to you about it.
I was worried about that when I read it last night, because I was like, I'm sorry, what? But flight was fine. It was like the least bumpy. Going out was definitely bumpier than coming in.
Was it windy when you left? That was like Monday, right?
I don't remember.
Monday. Yeah.
Couldn't tell you.
I don't know. Literally, I don't even know what date it. Like it feels like.
If you know what I mean? It was a holiday yesterday, so it's weird that today's Tuesday because it feels like Monday to me.
And also just like all the inauguration stuff and all the fires, like my brain is just like, hello?
Yeah, I've been in a little bubble.
Great. Yeah, you've been like away.
Well, we also like, we're not watching this. Like, I would like to have some.
Oh, I didn't watch it. Believe me, I did not watch the inauguration, but it was funny that. Maybe I should tell you out. Well, whatever. We were getting our like back doors measured yesterday because we're getting like the sliding for the balcony. We're getting like new doors in our condo, and the lady that that like I always see, she's like the head of like doing stuff like that. So she brought in the guys to measure, and she was like, "Oh, you guys aren't watching the inauguration?" And we were like, "No." And she was like, "Oh, it's very different next door, and you know who's next door."
Oh.
Yeah. Not surprised. I mean, this man hates homeless people, and
he calls them
weed vagrants.
And like calls any person he sees walking down the street like a drug addict.
There was a homeless person literally on the windiest day of the Santa Ana winds like 2 weeks ago.
You need to now you know that. I'm actually happy you know that now, because I feel like it'll make you more you'll now you won't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, I already like assumed, but by the way, he said new scum in a HOA meeting. That was kind of a dead giveaway. And his hatred for homeless people is like a dead giveaway. But I was going to say, there was this man who was literally like leaning against a balcony. And it's hard to explain. Like someone's balcony in our condo is like on the sidewalk of the street, if that makes sense. Like it's not above ground. It's just like on the first floor balcony.
First floor balcony.
Yeah. And this like
a little terrace, if you will.
Apparently this homeless man, who by the way, I see all the time on my walks. Never an issue. Yeah. I'll say hi, like whatever. He texts our group chat and is like, there's a homeless person right outside of blah, blah, blah's unit. Like if someone wants to call 311 to get them removed, blah, blah, blah. And I literally text back. I go, I mean, if he's not doing anything, I'm not calling. And then he goes, well, he is just standing there. And then my other neighbor who's like, she was like, well, he's probably just trying to like protect himself from the wind. And he was like, I just want to read this all because it's so fucking stupid.
Call him out.
Just juicy.
Wait,
they call me out my next HOA meeting.
I would be like, and what about it? These are your words, not mine.
I know. It's like, sorry, you This is just like the conversation of.
This was last week.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'm gonna call 311 in the middle of a fucking national like.
Literally, he goes.
Fire.
Okay, here are the texts. Homeless person leaning against blank's balcony wall. Heads up, please be vigilant. Watch door and gate close. If someone wants to call it in, I'm sure everyone would appreciate that too.
You do it then.
Guy with big beard. And I go, well, if he's not doing anything, I'm not going to call. And then somebody my neighbor who we really like, she goes, probably just trying to shelter from the wind. I'll stay aware though. And then he goes, yeah, using blank's wall to shield from the wind. And then he was like, careful about the wind tonight, everybody.
I wish that you lived in that unit so you could be like,
I don't mind.
I told him he could shield himself from the wind.
Yeah, like he should be here. And then, oh my God, what else did he said something really bad about migrants at some point.
I'm sorry, if you're using the word migrants like that, you're not.
Well, he didn't say. It was like, it was these two people who were like it was like two women who were at our call box, and like no one knew who they were. Who knows? And he was like, probably just trying to avoid the deportations coming soon. This was like weeks ago. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I don't like you.
Oh, you need to give him a lashing.
I know. Well, then the neighbor
I wish I lived there.
The neighbor that we like said, I've had two friends become homeless for a while. Smart, kind, talented, and hardworking people with college degrees. It can happen easier than most people think. Just a run of bad luck. One of them had a job even while she lived on the street. She has a place now. My other friend died of a brain aneurysm while walking. I'm grateful every day it's not me out there in the cold. And then he goes, heart out to your friend. Heart goes out to your friend, of course, especially. They are total exceptions to the rule. They sound like sane, hardworking people.
He's a dumbass.
The vast majority are not like that. Glad to hear, and still going, glad to hear she has a place now. She got a place because she's a good person and worked hard.
You don't know her though.
I know. Literally, we were side texting. We were like, this is too much. So that's who I got to deal with.
You need to tell him to shut the fuck up.
I'd love to. Nolan stopped me. I was like on the ring. I was about to like do the little voice thing. I just want to go shh because they're so fucking loud outside. Shh.
No, you need to give him like a lashing for these absolutely.
I literally was like, and Nolan's like, don't. And I was like, okay, I won't. And then I like without anyone out there, I just did it to see how loud it was. It was so loud. I was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't because they would have known it was me for sure. But
this guy's
yeah, I don't like this guy. He yells at his wife. He talks down to her. He thinks she's an idiot. He's classic, just guy who thinks he's a masculine guy. I don't know. Anyways.
Loser energy.
Yeah.
Well, I had a lovely time in Utah. It was great to get some fresh air. I'm very sore from skiing. Did a lot of shot skis and got to just like relax.
Cool.
It's great.
Fun.
And that's what I did all week.
I'm reading a really good book called Beartown.
Oh.
Matt read it too. We were like started reading it at the same time. He read it in like 2 days and I'm still reading it. I want to say I really like it so far. It's one of those books that you get halfway through and you're like, oh, this is a completely different book than I thought it was going to be. Like, love it. There's so many characters. They're all so interesting.
Is it?
Unsure if you'd like love it fiction? Or not. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's basically about a town. It's called Beartown. And there's not that much left in the town. Like, jobs aren't easy to get. You know, it's just like a bear town. And they have a hockey team. It's like a high school hockey team. That's like their only thing. And so they want to like get to the nationals or whatever so it can bring tourism to Beartown and like bring it back to life. And that's like what you think the book is about. And then it goes into something else and you're like, oh my God, what the fuck?
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, no, it's good. I'm enjoying it.
That's like Tim. Every time he reads a book, he's like, the twist. And I'm like, don't say that.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry.
And he's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? There's always a twist. And I said, not always.
Well, I wouldn't say it's a twist.
No, I know.
It's not a twist.
I know.
But I immediately was like, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. But I think it's okay. Like, it's just, yeah, it's not a twist. It's just like the progression of the book.
The progression of the book. Okay, well, I have nothing more to share about my weekend.
Okay.
/week.
I don't even know like what I did, to be honest. Probably nothing. Went to Pilates. I saw Danny for a hot second. I haven't seen her since emo night day. I'm trying
to think of like when that is. I don't think I have either.
I don't know. January started and I'm like, haven't been going on one walk, barely done Pilates. I'm like, this is a year.
It's a rough year. Honestly, the start of this year sucks.
I can't believe it's still January.
Sucks.
How the fuck is it still January?
Oh, I don't feel like that at all.
Oh my God. I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Like, what else?
I saw someone post that yesterday. They were like, she's going to make you feel all 31 days. And I was like, oh, I don't even feel like it's been that long.
Oh, that's funny. Maybe because you've been kind of like out of here. So you're like,
I don't know. But like nothing, literally this year sucks so far.
I mean, yeah.
It was funny. I forget where we were. Was it on our podcast? We were like, just name one good thing that's happened so far this year. On good influences?
I think so.
Still don't have a thing. Not one.
I'm trying to think of, TikTok came back.
Yeah, but.
I know. Not really.
It got taken away.
It's different now. It's different now.
Okay, well, this day in history. We have our absolute icon queen, Mariska Hargitay, and that was literally the only person I knew other than John Hancock, but he's dead.
He's dead.
Like,
it's a perfect day to bring him up.
legitimately did not know a single other there was somebody, but like I don't know her. I don't even remember her name.
I wonder if there were like any internet people I would know.
It was like all like YouTube, and I was like, I've never seen this person.
That happens a lot
life.
though. I feel like there's so many that it's just like.
So Mariska Queen.
Who's Mariska?
She is Olivia Benson.
Oh.
Hargitay? I don't know how to say her last name. I always think I said like Haggerty. But the way that it's spelled.
Haggerty.
I don't know. Comment below. Why did someone just DM me saying, oh God, I'm so sorry?
Oh.
Did I upload a nude?
No. I don't think they would be apologizing. Was it on Instagram?
Yeah. I don't know what it was in response to, but I just went through I was like, I have literally just Paris up there. Okay. Then for entertainment, we have the best song, The Middle. It was truly the song of the summer in 2018.
Honestly, yeah.
In my opinion, I love The Middle.
It brought so many cultures together. Yeah, it was so good. I love Maren Morris's voice.
I don't know how to do that.
Wait, what?
They have like the whip in the song.
Like that?
It doesn't.
Someone's gonna take this out of context.
Iconic song. Then we have Moesha, Mythbusters, Material Girl by Madonna,
Classic.
The Butterfly Effect.
Oh my God, what a great movie.
Give Your Heart a Break by Demi Lovato. And Courtney and Kim Take New York.
Oh my God.
I like
throwback.
Yeah. The only Kardashian I still follow is Kendall. And I randomly like saw a Kardashians promo the other day. And I was like, I literally didn't even think that this would be coming back.
If you look at the promo on TikTok, the comments are very funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's where I saw it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, weird. I didn't think you guys were, the show sucks.
I know.
How do they have the like views to
I don't
keep
know.
getting it renewed?
I'm kind of like, I don't know if it matters or just like the Kardashians.
Maybe they have like a contract for
like 5 seasons or something.
I just like can't imagine that many people are watching it.
I know.
It's terrible.
Did you see the trailer? Did you like watch it? Yeah.
The trailer, I feel like they always do a good job of making it seem like it's going to be good. And then the trailer's like the best
That's
part
the problem.
Of the show.
That's what everyone was saying in the comments.
Really?
Yeah, they're like, this is the only drama we're going to see in the trailer. Yeah. It's just not good. I feel like, I don't know, whatever.
It's not good.
I'm over everything right now.
It's not good. Some TV that started for me this.
What the hell
Did
was
you hear that?
Yeah.
Our lights in the back, like the thing that is holding our lights up fell down in the winds. Honestly, all of the lights falling down in the backyard was the worst thing that happened to our house. So like, thank God. But
how will you recover?
Scary, like the night of.
Yeah.
Like that was the first night of the winds. And like everything was falling in the backyard. Those things were going fucking crazy. And I was so scared.
Dude, it was, when it was like creeping into Encino, I was like, oh
yeah.
What?
Well, even when the fire was in Encino.
Yeah.
But Trader started and it's so great as per usual. Absolutely loving production. Hates Sandoval, and
I've seen like
they're
clips.
giving him is so iconic. He's like definitely detoxing from
that's what I've gotten from
and
it.
alcohol.
Yeah,
because I don't think you can drink, but like I think like any show like that, they limit you sort of. But it's so funny. They fucking hate his ass.
Okay. I've seen TikToks of them being like, go, like just go, Tom. He's like staring off into space and people are like, is he okay?
Yeah. Like the host of the show has already shaded him and like him cheating on Ariana. Chriselle's on it. And
I
she
saw
said
that.
some shit to him. That was great.
No, that was good.
It's also very funny because for such a piece of shit, he's really bad at reading people. Like
yeah.
every time he tries to guess who it is, like he could not be more off base. And I love to see it. I love to watch him struggle.
Yeah. He's like holding on to any TV show he can at this point, I'm sure.
It's just, I say it every time a new season comes on. It's the best show. And I love it so much. And it's a crime that it's only one time a week. In other news with us, I did finish Sister Wives. I don't know if I talked about it anywhere, but like that happened before Christmas. like I am up to date.
I feel like we talked about it on here.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I think so.
Well, no, because we haven't recorded in the new year.
We haven't?
Wait, did we?
At least the first week, yeah. Because you came back.
I don't remember.
Actually, I don't know because the fires were like right. I don't know.
We did because I came back on Sunday and then I think we recorded Monday. And then the fires started Tuesday.
Like Tuesday.
So
And
maybe
then,
we did talk about it.
We did, yeah.
Okay, I'm caught up with that. I'm current season. But Welcome to Plathville kept getting recommended. I think we're like an episode away from finishing season 2. And it is
How do you feel about it?
I mean, I think that some of it just seems like so produced to me. But it's so funny, like watching it. TJ was like, this is what we need to do. We need to just move to the middle of nowhere and raise some kids and homeschool them because they're just like the sweetest, nicest, goofiest kids. But it's like very funny because in the first season, like it kind of just shows basically, if you have not seen the show, it is about a family whose parents, there's 9 kids or something like that.
I don't know, there's so many kids.
Did not let them, like they sheltered them. Like literally they're like, if you do anything, like that's the devil. Like they don't know fucking anything. And like homeschool them, but like don't really homeschool them. Like,
I mean, yeah.
They don't know jack shit. They didn't even know what the 4th of July was. Like it's so insane how it's abuse.
Yeah.
Like to me, what they did to these children is a form of abuse. Like you are the parents are so scared of the real world that they are like taking it out on their kids. And they're like, you'll be better because of this. But it's like, they're all worse because they literally do not know how to live.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Wait until they get older.
I know. But so it was so funny because the first season is kind of like them all talking about like what they believe in and like some of their kids getting married. And then the next season, like one of the like cutie little boys, he's just like, I'm going to be a farmer and like have all these cows. And then the next season, he's like a thirst trap Instagram model.
Yes.
And so it's like definitely fun. And I hope like
Yeah.
all of their journeys kind of go on like that trajectory. And it's also so crazy that it started in 2018. Like,
Yeah.
It's pretty much current.
Yeah. I binged it during quarantine. I think there was like 2 seasons or something. And I was like, oh my God, I need more of this because it's just like, yeah, as it progresses, like I'm not giving anything away, but like the kids progress and it's interesting to see like the tumultuous relationship with like their parents because they're changing, but also not. I don't know. It's very interesting. Like all of the family. I don't know. I don't really want to say much because I don't know who you've been like introduced
That's the one that
to.
you told me you were like, don't look anything up.
Yes, don't.
So I have not, and I'm so scared because you said that to me. But like the first 2 seasons are literally like 6 episodes. So I don't, and I think there's like 5 or 6 seasons.
How do you feel about their dad?
He creeps me out.
Yeah, that was like a big thing. Everyone was like, he is fucking creepy.
He just like does this, he's like,
yeah, he's a little creepy.
Yeah, he's like butthead.
Yeah.
But again, I'm only on the 2nd season. I will say he seems like a little bit more lax than the mom does. She's the worst. Like I can't. It's like the same with Cody. Like she gives Cody vibes in the sense where it's like they both have a hard time taking accountability for like things that they did that they're like, well, you like one of the sons. I think the only kid's name I know is Mariah. I can't remember any of the other names, but it's like the
Ethan.
second oldest son. Ethan, is he the one who's married
To Olivia. Yes.
Okay, obsessed with it. He's number one for us. He's so funny and weird.
Yeah.
And like in one of the last episodes, he was like, "That's what she said," and I was like, "Oh, he must have just started watching The Office."
Yeah,
or
no,
like
literally.
something.
It's like the dumbest jokes.
Yeah, he was afraid to get a massage because he was like, "I don't
Yeah.
want like another person touching my body." Like, and he also said in the last episode that we watched that his parents didn't even like tell him and his older siblings like what sex was. Like until the night before his wedding.
Damn.
Like nothing about puberty, not a single word.
That's
like,
abuse.
Yes.
That's
like,
bad.
It's part of human nature. Like, how are you not like, hey, you're going to get a boner one of these days.
Yeah. Or like, I'm sure he's had them and he's probably like, what the fuck is this?
Well, he said he then went on to tell a story about how he was in church one day and he was like 13 and he like went under the pew and then he was like rolling or whatever and then like it started feeling good on his penis and he like didn't know what that was, but he was like, all I knew was that it felt good and I wanted to keep doing it. And it's like you
not at church.
Yeah, it is like you, and he literally was like, my parents were literally sitting right above me on the pew. And so like until he was like, he thought there was something wrong with him. And it's like you
That's
have the
sad.
responsibility to like you can still teach the same morals, like no sex till marriage, like that's what we believe or whatever, but
Yeah.
like they should at least know like what their body
Is going through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like your poor son.
Yeah. You're raising your children without the information they need to like understand who they are.
Yeah.
I mean, and like how their body's changing. I think that's kind of fucked up. Especially because they don't
Totally.
have school and school teaches you, you have health class and they'll teach you
Yeah.
all those things.
Oh,
so
and
like
they
clearly they don't do that.
Like the things that she teaches them, she's like, well, you wouldn't need that. Like one of the things they were talking about, they had the 4th of July and like Olivia was like, oh, like, do you know why we celebrate the 4th of July? They're like, what's the 4th of July? Like they don't know anything. And then like it would cut to
Crazy.
the mom and she's like, oh, they don't, that's not something we believe in. She's like the mom from The
What?
Water Boy.
Like
She's the mom from The Water Boy. She's like, that the 4th of July is the devil.
Wait, but like I get how like Halloween would be the devil for them or like
It's just, she's just like
the 4th of July.
I don't know.
That's just like American
It's
independence
very-
from Britain.
I know.
Like, what
It's
the fuck?
very weird. It's probably just because she got fucking lazy and was like, I don't want to teach that. That's boring.
Yeah, probably. Me as a mom.
But it's also so lax. Like she'll say to her kids, like, oh, did you do your homework? And then like to one of the kids, she's like, you haven't turned anything in a week. And it's like, that's you're the homeschool teacher. Like,
Yeah, you need to be on that.
enforce that.
Yes.
Like, how are you blaming your kids? But it's really crazy. A lot of them, they're still like really young. But what's the one's name that like I'm really rooting for? She's like,
Lydia.
yes.
This episode is sponsored by Thuma. Thuma is an incredible brand. It's so easy to put together their bed frames. They have very minimal and timeless designs or high quality craftsmanship, and pieces perfectly slide together. It is super easy to put together, like literally probably do it with one of my eyes closed. Thuma combines a perfect balance of form, craftsmanship, and functionality with over 17,000 5-star reviews. The Thuma bed collection is proof that simplicity is a truest form of sophistication. Assembly just takes 5-ish minutes with no tools required, just one-handed tighten screw. Made to last a lifetime with a warranty to match and Green Guard Gold certified for cleaner indoor air. With clean lines, subtle curves, and minimalist style, the Thuma bed collection are available in 4 signature finishes to match any aesthetic design. Headboard upgrades are available for customization as desired. They also are just gorgeous. Like, it's so easy to put together. They look amazing. They look like someone literally was hired to put it together, and you're like, how much was this? This is crazy. And it's like, oh, I just did it myself. I just put it together with no tools. Get $100 towards your first bed purchase. Go to thuma.co/onlyfriends. That's thuma.co/onlyfriends to receive $100 off your first bed purchase. This podcast is sponsored by Skims. I love Skims. I have everything Skims pretty much. I was actually talking to a friend the other day and he was like, I don't own any Skims except like a sweatshirt, I think it was, or something like that. And he was like, I'm wearing it till it falls apart. Like, he is obsessed. So I also got Nolan a pair of Skims pajamas for Christmas, and he's like obsessed with them because they're so soft. But I do like their intimates. They did send me a Fits Everybody triangle bralette, which is so comfortable, and it fits amazingly under anything that you like kind of need a bra for, but like not really. I'm not a bra girly, but theirs are super comfortable. Even their bralettes that like look like bras, so comfortable. I also love their Fits Everybody boy short. I think it's one of my favorites, which I really like because they're very seamless under clothing, and also they're just like, again, soft. Shop Skims Best Intimates, including the Fits Everybody collection and more at skims.com and Skims stores. After you place your order, be sure to let them know we sent you. Select podcasts in the survey and be sure to select our show in the drop-down menu that follows.
I love her. She's so sweet.
She is really sweet.
And I just, like a part of me wishes that I could just like be a Lydia in this world. She's like so non-judgmental.
Just singing in her little closet.
Yeah. She's like everyone, I just like wish everyone could live the life they live. And I'm like, I want you to rebel, bitch.
Oh my God, is she pro-choice? Kind of seems like it.
Maybe.
Doubt it.
It's also so funny, the whole like no shoes thing.
Wait, what? I don't know what that.
They just like never wear shoes.
Oh, I will say Nolan and I have been watching Wife Swap.
Oh.
And there was an episode, just reminded me of this because they also homeschool their kids. But so if you don't know Wife Swap, it came out in like early 2000s. It's basically two very opposite families and the wives swap for like 2 weeks. And the first week, so say Erin and I swapped, the first week and like say we all had kids and stuff. The first week I'd be with TJ and her kids and I'd have to go by their rules. And then the second week they'd have to go by my rules and vice versa.
Yeah.
So they always take like the complete opposite families. One of them was a family in like rural Iowa that owns a farm and they only eat raw meat and raw eggs and do not go to the doctor. They don't do any of that. They homeschool their kids. However, they're not teaching them anything.
Yeah.
And then it was like this couple from California that like eats out twice a day and like all this stuff. And it was like, they were actually the ones that were like way more like willing to try stuff. Like, okay, I'll live how you live. And she was like, I'm not gonna eat this meat because it will make me sick because I'm not used to eating it. But like, I don't know. The men on these shows are scary too. Yeah. Like they really are like prime America, early 2000s, like sit down, bitch. Like, it is kind of scary.
Wild.
But like,
I loved that show.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. And then it's fun now because you can watch where they ended up. And I looked up that episode. CPS got called because their house was so dirty and their homeschooling was like not what it should be. Like they were not teaching them like the correct things.
Well, I hope someone gets the Plathville mom because she's doing a shit job too.
I know.
Her daughter was like, I want to go to college, and she's like, no.
Yeah, Mariah.
Yeah. And then she was like, I don't.
It's a whole journey. I'm excited you're watching. How many seasons do they have now? Because I've definitely fell
like
off.
5 or 6.
Okay, I think I got up to like season 3, and I haven't really, or maybe 4, and I haven't really watched.
It's
but
such an easy watch.
Yeah.
I will say, like, I don't think I like Olivia. I think she's a bad influence. I think she's trying, but in the wrong way.
Yeah. I'm just curious how you're going to feel in a couple seasons.
Like, just like right now, because I feel like Ethan is really like trying to come into his own, but then like take, for example, she wanted to get a tattoo. Mm-hmm. And he found one. He was like, okay. She was like, let's do couple tattoos. And he was like, okay. And then like found a tattoo he liked. But she does this like a gaslighty thing with him where she like makes him then feel bad for not wanting to do something that he said he's going to do, even though it's because he's like so fucking sheltered. And like,
it's like her idea.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so then it just always feels so icky to me because I'm like, I can tell that he doesn't actually want to do this. Yeah. And then she's like, well, you said you wanted to. And then I'm like, oh my God, this is weird.
You got to see that relationship play out. It's very interesting.
I know. I'm excited. Right now, they're not allowed to hang out with the rest of the family.
Oh, okay.
Unsupervised.
Okay.
Which like they put on every kid, like Mariah and whatever the other brother's name is.
Oh God, I forget.
Start with an R. I don't know. We haven't seen enough. We've watched like.
There's so many of them too, but like
the little kids aren't really.
Yeah, I was like, they're kind of irrelevant.
I think like Lydia is like the one that they kind of cut off, and then there's just like a bunch of kids. I want to know what the tea is with the oldest child because she just like is often married, and I'm like, I want to know where she stands.
I know. I'm kind of like, actually, I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay.
I wanted to add, but I don't think I can.
Okay. Well, I'll keep you updated.
I won't send you any Welcome to Plathville TikToks, even if it doesn't have to do with the plot, because I know they'll start coming up. So I'm just not gonna.
Well, I was on Reddit today looking for Am I the Asshole? And like my feed, it just had
recommended
a Plathville sub. And I was like,
no,
how did this happen? Like I got through 19 seasons of Sister Wives without seeing a single thing. Now I get it all the fucking time.
You got to just say not
but
interested.
I think it's because I clicked on it once.
Yeah.
But I saw the Plathville thing and it must be recommending it to me because I like read a Sister Wives one or something.
Probably. Yes, a lot of the or like TLC will like recommend other ones.
TJ is like deep on the Sister Wives Reddit. Like he will like bring stuff up to me because like I don't really ever use Reddit.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
But it's funny. I'll like see him looking at it and I'm like, what is that? And it's like I see a photo of Robin on his phone. I'm like, he's so deep.
Yeah, I'm on that subreddit too. It's fun.
I love it. Okay. Then for news, I had the TikTok getting taken away. I have okay, this is one thing that's like very interesting to me. Obviously, after all the fire stuff happened, it came out that Spencer Pratt and Heidi Montag's house, they lost it in the fire, and Spencer's parents lost their home. He grew up in the Palisades, so like his whole community was just destroyed. And it was like such a fun week watching him just like be Heidi's champion, which like he
oh my God,
always has
husband
been.
of the fucking year.
Yes. However, I feel as though he's starting to take it a little too far with the threats.
Oh, threats?
The threat. Okay, so last night I saw all this stuff about like him and Alex Cooper.
Okay.
Like I guess, texted her. I think he reached out to a ton of people being like, hey, can you promote Heidi's song? Our house burned down.
Yeah.
So a lot of the reason why I think like not all celebrities, but like a handful of celebrities he probably reached out to with big followings did it to help support him, which I think is amazing. And they got Heidi's song to #1 globally.
Yeah, which is insane.
Like incredible. And I do hope it's doing something for some money in their pockets because I don't really like. I feel like streaming. I don't really know how much.
I mean,
people
Spotify's complete bullshit. But it is like #1 Billboard, so I don't know if that is different. I mean,
incredible either way. Like really. Spencer, you did that.
Yeah.
I love that. But so I guess what happened was he texted Alex Cooper like a couple times being like, hey, can you use Heidi's song, whatever. I don't think she texted him back. And then he texted her husband and he's now posting receipts of the text messages. Actually, I think I sent it to Cheryl last night because we were talking about it.
Well, that's a little like.
And like this text was so nice back to Spencer. Okay. Spencer. Okay, this is what Spencer texted. Wait, that's so funny. This is the one I want, but this is the TikTok. It was a TikTok of Spencer. That's like the first thing when I open it. Okay, so he texted Alex. She didn't respond, then texted her husband saying, Matt, will you please ask your wife to make a TikTok or Instagram reel playing Heidi's music from Superficial album? Need all the help we can get to rebuild. Spencer Pratt. Matt responded to him. Sorry, I just need him to get out of the way.
No, it's fine.
I don't know how to do that.
I think you just gotta wait.
Out of the way, brother. Okay. Hey, I'm so sorry what you're going through. I can't even imagine. Just told Alex to hit you. We're here for you with a heart.
Oh, okay.
Like so nice. But like, oh my God, listen to him. Because
our house just burned down. I'm trying to get some money to rebuild, and my parents' house burned down. So I have to text Matt because she's ignoring me. And Matt says, hey, I'm so sorry what you're going through. How sorry, pal? I can't even imagine. You can't, and you still can. Just told Alex to hit you. She didn't. We're here for you. Biggest BS ever texted to me. You act like I don't know everyone in this town.
I know.
You guys really want to play with me right now at this level? I know people say positive.
At this level.
Say positive. I'm going to dial it back. I'm calming down. Shh. Gonna breathe until I get to
I do love him.
In 1 second because I need 10 cents to build up my whole entire life again. But I'm coming.
like now he's
that's a little crazy.
But so then I think Alex wound up texting him and was like, hey, sorry, like we have a bunch of displaced like friends and family staying with us right now. Like it's not like she's like actively posting all over the internet and like avoiding using the sound. She was just also going through the same shit, obviously on a much, much, much different scale, but like trying to help people in her life, whatever. That I saw last night and I was like, okay, this is getting out of control.
Yeah, it's a little like.
And she did eventually wind up using the sound.
Yeah. This episode is sponsored by Dinnerly. You guys know me. I love to cook. Just kidding. I hate cooking. I never cook. I don't like it. I don't like waiting. I don't like the time it takes. I don't like the dishes. I don't like that it takes forever and then you eat in 5 seconds. And then what? It's just done. You have to wash it all up. Well, Dinnerly makes it so much easier. And I can promise you, if I can do it, you can do it. I feel like this year I've been trying to get more into cooking myself. Like I really eat a lot of frozen meals, which is like okay, but like I need some skills, you know? And I think Dinnerly is like kind of helping me with that because everything is so well explained, like how to make these meals, and they're so delicious. It's like fun, you know? I mean, I do love myself a steak. I hardly ever eat steak. My boyfriend doesn't eat like red meat really, so I get a steak on occasion, and Dinnerly has a great steak, okay? The best part, you get to choose from over 100 seasonal dishes every week, and every single one is designed to give you the most bang for your buck. Also, what's cool about Dinnerly is how they keep things fresh with the seasons. Right now, they've got incredible winter dishes that make you actually want to cozy up and cook at home. Ready to make eating well your new normal? Head to dinnerly.com/offer/onlyfriends and use code onlyfriends for up to 27 free meals. Once again, that's dinnerly.com/offer/onlyfriends for up to 27 free meals. And make sure you use our promo code onlyfriends so they know we sent you.
Because she posted like a
like a note kind of thing.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
That was
and
like
it like had the sound on it, which was the first TikTok she had posted in like quite some time. But obviously, like she lives here. She lives in LA. She wanted to make a statement and like say all the places she was donating to and like get the word out to other people how they could help. Used Heidi's song, but then he's still mad at her. It's kind of like too little too late.
That's kind of crazy. I mean, it's like, it'd be like if I started a GoFundMe because like I needed like surgery or something.
Yeah.
And like I texted you, I was like, can emo net? No, you're right. It'd be like if I texted like,
who's like someone's podcast you've been on. Like to me that's their relationship.
Like Adam McIntyre.
Okay.
Know him kinda. We're you know, we chat here and there. I've been on his podcast. Is that a good I
feel like you need like I mean, I guess.
You mean someone like big?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't been at anyone's podcast big.
It'd be like if you texted Brianna chicken fry.
Sure. It'd be like if I texted Brianna and she never responded, and then I text her husband, say she's married.
She texted Zach Bryan.
And then I'm like, hey, fuck you guys for not doing, like, that's crazy. I think it's good to like ask, and like if they don't respond, then just like, okay, then I know. But also it's like, this time is so crazy for all these people, especially living in those areas.
Yes.
Like they're probably not like looking at their phone 24/7, like wanting to make TikToks.
She's
like,
also housing other people who are like, I don't know what I think he correct me if I'm mistaken, but she said to him, we're already housing like 10 displaced friends and family or something.
Yeah.
Which it's like, okay, like, if it were me and I was asking someone for a favor, I'd be like, oh my God, I totally understand. Like if there's a chance that you can do it, like we would so appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't imagine acting. I get it though. Like I can't imagine what they're going through right now and like having a direct line to someone who's like super influential and them not like doing that and feeling kind of rejected. However, like she's not entitled to do anything, and then like coming online and threatening her is wild to me.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Like literally he's like, I'm gonna expose you.
Yeah, I mean that's not okay.
It's what?
But it's also like, I think he's been a little traumatized.
No, of course. I think like definitely like if I were her, I'd be like, okay,
I
he's
understand.
just like upset. I'm gonna give him some grace. Like they've been through a lot.
Yeah, I do think overall though, this whole thing has been so funny watching Spencer. Not funny, but like the way he like just talks and acts and supports Heidi so hard.
It's very
so cute.
The funniest part to me was like one by one watching every person from like the hills in Laguna Beach posting one as if like they literally had a gun to their head.
Yeah, I know. They're like, I know I'll get shit if I don't.
Yeah.
So
nothing from LC though.
No. She was the problem.
Do you think?
I don't know. That's what everyone's saying, so I'm just saying that.
Oh. It's funny because I feel like a lot of the comments I'm seeing is like, now that I'm in my 30s, I'm like understanding Spencer better. But then you see what he's doing to Alex Cooper and I'm like, well.
Yeah. Well, I think also like, I've been watching like random interviews of Heidi and stuff, and she's like, I mean, yeah, the biggest misconception of the show was me and Spencer having such a tumultuous relationship.
Also, like so manufactured.
Yeah, that's what she said. She was like, and we had to like play things up, obviously, and like they would have Spencer on purpose flirt with a girl at a club we were at. And she's like, but I would actually get upset even though I know it was fake. Like, it would still make me upset because I'm like, oh my God, he's flirting. So it's like, it kind of like fucks with your brain a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. So I just think that's, because I remember when I was like young watching it, I was like, damn, Heidi's just like peacing out for this guy. But I was like, but now
it all seems so real.
Well, but watching it now, it's like Lauren's like not giving her any like wiggle room here. Like, she's like, choose. She's like, you choose me or Spencer, and it's like, that's not really fair.
Did you rewatch it, or are you just like?
I haven't rewatched it. I'm talking about the clips. Yeah.
I feel like I feel like I just like watched it a couple years ago, and I see both sides 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a crazy. Like, you see both sides, and I'm like, no.
Well, because if I had a friend who's constantly dating a toxic man who keeps telling me like, I don't want to be with him, he treats me like shit, and then goes back with him, like, that's
See, I guess I don't like remember
annoying.
that, to be honest. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but
so I get it.
Yeah, maybe I should rewatch it. It's such a good show.
It's the best.
Was the city was after the hills, Laguna Beach, the hills, the city. Yeah, because Lauren moved to New York.
Yeah, and then they brought the hills back.
Or no, it wasn't Lauren. It was the other girl. I thought.
Lauren
Whitney
moves to New York.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a show about Whitney.
She met New York. Whitney was in New York, and then they work at the same place together.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, and then something I saw this morning was, have you ever been to La La Land, the coffee shop?
Yes.
It's so fucking good. I love it so much, but they do not have one near us. If you drive to Calabasas.
Oh, wait, am I thinking of the right? Isn't there one at like the Grove or Americana or something? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you can drive to the Grove.
No, that's way too far.
It's also just like so annoying. It's parking and everything.
But they partnered up with Spidey and came out with some lattes, and I need to try it.
What was so funny was Spencer kept like promoting them and stuff, but they weren't out yet. And so the company kept commenting, being like, in 2 days, like all exclamation points, because they're like, guys, stop coming.
I saw it on Instagram this morning. I hadn't even seen.
Yeah.
I need it. It's a banana cream top latte.
Ooh.
And they have a matcha version and just like a espresso version. So I will need to try.
Yum.
Maybe I'll drop TJ off at work on Thursday. Oh no, we have the podcast.
Oh yeah.
That's so sad.
Let's just cancel.
So we can go to maybe I'll just go before.
Yeah, bring us all some lattes for the podcast.
Oh, that doesn't make sense because we doesn't have to be to work until 10, and that's when we're
just drop them off early. So early.
Oh, I just want it. Okay. Then some fun news. Brittany and Patrick Mahomes had their new child.
Oh.
You
were burping. I was like, why are you looking at me?
No, I had to burp.
She was like,
you haven't seen this?
No.
Wow.
I also like have it
on the name. Do you remember
remind me of like the names?
Okay, so started with the dogs, silver, steel, then they had sterling, then they had bronze.
Asbestos.
No.
Obviously that's a joke.
Yeah. It's really
bronze, silver, gold, metallic.
No, the baby's name is Golden Ray.
Oh.
Golden Ray.
So the first name is Golden?
Golden.
You're so golden.
Golden Ray. I mean,
Goldie.
Stop having kids.
Is it a girl?
Yes.
I guess calling a little girl Goldie is kind of cute, but then like
Goldie
as it gets older.
is adorable.
But then like it's 17. It's like.
Yeah, but like Goldie Hawn.
That's true.
I like the name Goldie, but the fact you named it Golden is insane.
It's giving Golden Girls.
And these poor kids.
Golden.
The thing is, I mean, it's just horrible all around. But like the fact that you match your kids' names with your pets is like absolutely insane.
And you're ranking them.
Like I can't even imagine.
Yeah. They're all family. That's why.
Will you have more? And what will their names be?
How many do they have?
3.
Maybe.
Sterling, bronze, and golden ray. A golden ray of sunshine.
What's their last name? Mahomes?
Yeah.
Golden Ray Mahomes. I mean, Ray is obviously a whatever middle name. Sure. Great.
Yeah, but like with golden. A golden ray of sunshine.
I don't hate it. I don't like the name Golden, but you know.
Golden is a terrible name.
It's a Nepo baby, so like it's got to have a weird
Goldie.
name.
I would be, I want them to just like have another kid and name it like Kevin.
That'd be so mean to Kevin though.
Yeah, but then I'd be like, thank God I'm like the only normal
Or
one.
yeah, maybe Kevin would be like,
your name is Bronze. That's crazy.
I don't know, but names just like work after a while. So it's like Stormy.
Sterling is a good name. I like the name Sterling.
And it's like, I feel like because we're used to it too. Like we know people named Sterling.
Yeah. I just think that it's weird to do it with your animals. Like if I were the first baby and I was like, you grouped me with our dead dogs, because obviously the dogs will be dead when this girl's a teen. Maybe not though, because apparently they're coming out with a pill that is anti-aging.
I saw that. And like dogs can live to like 30. That's the same thing with cats. They have that little injection and they can live till 30.
It's a really long time.
And I'm like, do I really want? I was kidding. No, I do.
Well, like with Paris, I'm like, I just want like 5 more dogs, but with her, I can't.
Oh, like have more dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then another thing I saw today was that Allie and James apparently are broken up.
Oh, it's
Allie Luber to James Kennedy, it's overseen taking more items out of his place. When one person takes stuff out of their partner's place, it's a clear sign they are donezo, and that is exactly what just happened between Allie Luber and James Kennedy. The two were snapped, both looking very unhappy at his LA home Friday, as she was seen carrying bags out of his place. This major development comes after the Vanderpump Rules alum was arrested last month for misdemeanor domestic violence following an argument with an unnamed woman, according to the Burbank police. He picked her up and threw her to the ground. Yeah, everything else we know. James is taking time. Allie says that she's
hopefully James is like staying on the wagon. But wasn't that the reason, kind of?
Yeah,
wasn't alcohol involved?
He's taking time to focus on his sobriety, personal growth, and being present for my loved ones.
Okay.
So that's the tea there.
That's sad because I loved them together. I mean, obviously, if this is the case, no.
Also, I saw right before we started recording, Ronnie Radke and Paige from
Broke up?
Total Divas are done after 6 years.
Oh my God.
I need to know what happened.
Yeah.
Doesn't say. He just bought that fucking massive house. It's so
with her?
Fucking nice. I don't know. I just kind of assumed because I know that they lived together.
Yeah. Sorry, my earring came out. I'm just trying to fix it.
I mean, the house is insane. I think it was like $9 million or something. It's like, it belongs in like Utah or something.
And it's here?
Yeah. I think it's in like the hills or something. Ronnie Radke house, LA.
Also, not to like switch topics, but like after these fires, I'm like, I will never, not that like I have so much money I could live in the hills, but like I just feel like I will never like live in the hills.
I got into a fight with someone on Instagram.
Oh, about what?
Oh, I guess I'm remembering this like a little differently.
You're like, actually, it's fugly.
No, it's really, really nice, but it is like, you see what I mean? Like it's like half cabin, half modern.
Yeah.
It's really, let me show you the outside of it. I think it's the outside that reminds me of like something in Utah.
Oh, yeah. That's huge.
It's so big, $9 million. So someone commented, so emo night, this is some little emo night lore.
Okay.
Every month they donate, so for every ticket sale, they donate $1 from that ticket sale for every party across the country.
Wow. Okay.
So like, mind you, they have like 12 minimum parties every single weekend. So like they are donating like hundreds of thousands of dollars every year. And most of it, if not all of it, from what I believe, goes to Vic Fuentes has a charity. And so like they are big sponsors of that. And so they put out something last week that was like, hey, this money is going to go towards the fire. So we're going to donate that portion to the fire this month. So that is ticket sales across every single state show they have. And someone commented saying, donate all portions. And it's just like, okay, like whatever. I get the sentiment, whatever. Oh my God, Carly, let me pull it up.
Oh boy. Did you fight with them in the comments?
Yeah. Because I was like, what? I was kind of like just being a little silly at first, but then they were like so fucking rude. Okay, so they say donate all portions. And then some person said, the liked by author is so funny. Oh, because somebody said, I mean, I assume they have employees they need to pay as well, which is true.
Like you said that?
No, somebody else said that.
Oh, okay.
So this person said, OG Salt Queen said, donate all portions. Then Beta Fish said, for real,
Beta Fish.
for real, they can afford it. Then this girl said, I mean, I assume they have employees they need to pay as well. And then it looks like Emo Night liked it. Salt Queen said, given that one of the founders' wives, can't find anything on the founders themselves, have a net worth of 1.5 mil, it's safe to assume the founders themselves can take a pay cut to justify this. God, good chat though, dum dum. Like it's just being like rude
Just
to people.
mean, yeah. Well, it's all right.
And I said, weird. I didn't realize you were my accountant. Like just being funny. It's also like, what a weird.
Yeah.
Don't bring me into it, first and foremost.
Yeah.
My money has nothing to do with their business.
Yeah.
You have no idea what the boys are doing behind the scenes in their personal lives. They're donating a shit ton of money that like normally goes to another charity to a new one. And they had already decided before they posted this that 100% of the proceeds for the LA emo night were going to be going towards the wildfires. But like they had not posted that yet.
Oh, okay.
So it's just like people being fucking annoying without having the information. And then like you're sitting there, whatever. So I said, I didn't realize you were my accountant. Like just being like a little cheeky.
Just classic.
Because it's like, that's not my net worth.
Yeah.
And they then say back to me saying, weird that it's literally public knowledge, question mark, question mark, question mark.
Those aren't real.
They go, quick Google search. It comes up, BB.
Oh my God. I fucking hate when people are like say the mean comment, but don't say the thing that's like, baby, like shut the fuck up.
And I'm so sorry, but like, do you have any critical thinking skills where I also found, because I was like, it has like 12 different net
Didn't yours at one point say like 14 million?
Yes, and I was broke.
yeah.
Literally broke.
We were like in our old apartment or something. It was like 14 million.
The same site that they found this on said I was like 5'6" and like had a bunch of other misinformation.
Yeah, those like net worth things are not real. I mean, I'm sure there's like somewhere you could go find like legit ones, but like if you Google it, it's not gonna come up.
Your net worth isn't like, I don't have $1.5 million in the bank. I have assets. Like my house is part of my net worth. Like, what do you want me to take out a loan on my house to donate to the fire?
No.
Like,
sell your house.
You don't know how things work. Anyway, but then I said, openly admitting that you took the time out of your day to Google my net worth, that isn't even accurate, by the way, as a way to delegitimize what Emo Night is doing to support our community is not only embarrassing, it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Quick Google search can also pull up some local therapists, which I highly recommend you looking into, BB.
Oh, I love it.
I did originally have psych ward typed out, but they kind of were giving like maybe they've already been there. So I didn't want to like dig the wound. Then another person chimes in who's not that person. It was the Beta Fish person coming back again. They saying, you publicly display how privileged you are and you're telling someone to seek therapy because they think you should do more with your millions. Batshit. And I said, respectfully, they don't know what I'm doing with my millions.
Literally.
And they said, respectfully, we can literally see it on your public profile. And I just said, I hope you find peace. Like,
you know what's crazy is like you could have literally bought someone who lost a house a new home and no one would know and they would still make those comments and like have just no idea.
Yes. Also, like, not that I need to say this publicly, but like I'm basically in the middle of like sponsoring one family. Like it's people who just think things are fact. Like you're looking at my Instagram profile and being like, oh, that's what she does with all her money. Like you don't know what I'm doing with my money.
Yeah. Instagram
and
is
like, why are you fighting with people about things you do not know?
Yeah.
Like you don't know what TJ and Morgan are doing behind the scenes.
I know.
Just like
so annoying.
You didn't know that they were fucking gonna donate. They're going to be losing money on their next party. And like you have the audacity. You don't even fucking live in LA, first of all. So like put your money where your mouth is, bitch. Donate everything in your goddamn bank account and then we can like call it even.
Yeah. So now are they going to think that it was their idea that Emo Night decided to do
100%, I'm
all
sure.
of it because that's so annoying.
No.
I don't want them to think that.
There's just like so many things that people, I'm just like, can you just.
That's why I'm just like, I got rid of Instagram on my phone. I like I like have it, like I'll re-download it to like post stories and stuff. But I'm just like, I just like don't. I don't know what it is. I'm just like, it just feels icky to me right now.
And it's funny too because I was just trying to be like silly with that.
Yeah.
Because I was like, why are you doing that? That's weird.
And that's why TikTok is so much better than Reels. I'm sorry. It's like
Reels.
People who were like, well, it's part of Instagram, but people were like,
Yeah, but like,
when TikTok came back,
it's
they
not
were
part
like,
of my Instagram.
no, same. But they were like, well, what else do I scroll through tonight? So they're like scrolling through reels and they're like, this fucking sucks. And like the whole argument of like, there's so many other like video apps. It's like, there's truly nothing like TikTok. Like TikTok is so specific.
Have you tried to like watch it enough though where it can like become tailored for you?
Reels?
Yeah.
No. But people have also said it doesn't really do that. And they were like, someone was like, I scrolled for like 10 minutes and there was no talking. It's just all like music in the background.
yeah.
It's all like edited, not like real.
It's like cringe,
Instagram is to
Facebook.
post like you at your best and like you blah, 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 whatever. And then TikTok is for like shit posting and just like being funny and just like saying whatever, you know?
Well, what if you just start shit posting on Instagram?
You could. I mean, that's definitely a thing that you could do. But a lot of people didn't want to go to Instagram because they were like, Meta is going to make all this money now. And like, we want to like not make that happen. So it was a lot. Yeah.
But yeah, I decided this year is the year that don't give me shit because
You give it right back?
yeah. And you should
This
go
is
to
the year? I feel like you've always done that.
You should go to, well, I hold my tongue a lot.
Yeah.
Like I could have just not responded after that person was sassy, but I was like, no, you know what? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Stop trying to make this like actual tragedy, like a weird fucking people aren't doing enough thing.
Yeah. Maybe that's like a good thing. Like stand up to people who are also like on your side, but just being out of line.
Yeah, no, like I'm not taking shit from anybody.
Yeah. And there's
You're weird. You're weird for trying to Google my net worth and I have nothing to do with the company.
And be like,
to then say like, oh, I'm going to support both TJ and Morgan so they can donate. Like, what the fuck are you saying, weirdo?
I think she wants you to sell your house. I think she wants you to sell your house.
Oh, I never will. I have a 2.7 interest rate. Like,
yeah, literally. I'm sorry, but like, we're the new boomers. We're never selling.
it's just so crazy. Like, you do not know what people do with their money. Like, stop acting like you are the one to make the rules. Stop acting like people aren't doing enough when you do not know what they do.
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing is like, I think being an influencer, like being in this space, and I've said this before, like really opened my eyes to like other forms of media, like magazines. Oh my God. Sorry, my earring came out and I can't put it back in. So I'm just like holding it and it just flew out of my hand. Like magazines or like articles about Kendall Jenner or whatever. And I'm like, that could just totally not be true.
100%.
Like it really like makes you look at it differently because somebody takes it to be taken out of context.
You can like see it on the surface and then like form an opinion and then be like, but I also know I don't know Kendall Jenner in real life.
And I feel like I have such a good like rational brain about that stuff. Like I remember when it was getting posted everywhere that like she parked in a handicap spot.
Kendall Jenner?
Yeah, to go to Pilates. Like she parked in a handicap spot, but I was like, okay, maybe she was getting dropped off and they were like, hey, you're high profile, like just pull up here real fast. Like she didn't park. I mean, I don't know, maybe she did, but I'm just like, maybe they were like, nobody's coming in here.
Maybe she's handicapped. You can't see all what is the saying? Not all disabilities are visible.
Yeah, you're an ableist. If you think Kendall Jenner can't park in a handicap spot. But no, in my mind, I was like, well, what if she was getting like dropped off and then the car just left? Like, we don't really know these things.
Totally.
Or if it was a video of her getting into it, I'm like, well, someone could have just pulled up minutes before. Like,
yeah.
And also, you don't know. Maybe that Pilates studio is like, hey, like we know nobody's coming in that like needs this spot. So why don't you park here? Because you're high profile and it's the closest thing to the building. So you don't have to worry about, you know? I don't know. I mean, yeah, shouldn't go to the mall and park in a fucking handicap spot. But we just like don't know. I feel like that could easily happen to like us.
Yeah.
Not like we have drivers, but just things like that.
I think people who like spend time online doing stuff like that are just really like unhappy.
Like that specifically, like the comment stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the other side of it.
I just couldn't imagine being like even commenting it in the first place.
No, I know.
Like saying, I Googled this person's net worth. They can afford to, like, girl, what?
I think they also
I'm not the business.
I know. I think they also just like feel like they know us like personally and are like, wait, what the fuck?
This person doesn't follow me or anything.
Well, she knows all about you.
No, very fucking
Maybe she
weird,
unfollowed
right?
you when you commented.
Well, no, because I clicked it. Because I was like, oh, does this person know who I am? And then I was just like trying to be a little silly. And then they were like actually fucking rude.
God,
and then I was like, nope.
I fucking hate that, dude.
So get ready for the wrath of Erin in 2025.
It's coming.
I saw a TikTok and it was just like some girl. She was like, 2025 is the year of just telling people to fuck off. And I was like, you're so right, chica.
Yeah, I'm almost there.
Good.
I'm more just like, what the fuck is happening? All right. Am I the asshole?
Yes. Is that person the asshole? Comment below.
Yes.
Also, like to try to gaslight me to be like, you're flaunting this when you have money, but you're telling this person to go to therapy. Yeah, because they fucking need it.
Yeah. It's just, it's also like, you don't know what she's doing behind the scenes. It's crazy.
100%.
Like Erin could be in the rubble, like pulling out pieces of homes and you would never know.
I'm not. But.
Yeah, she's not at all, but like you don't know that. Okay, I have an interesting one.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for asking my boyfriend to contribute to my doctor's appointment? I, 25 female, my boyfriend, 25
Did he
male.
give her a yeast infection? Yes.
We'll see. Close. And I have been together for almost 2 years. We bought our first condo together last July and we are really happy. We have a great relationship and almost never argue, but when we do, it's about finances. My boyfriend has always been good at managing his money, but I like shopping a bit too much. So it's harder for me to save. Since we've been together, I've made a lot of progress in this area. He recently created an Excel spreadsheet where we track all our expenses. My boyfriend insists on always splitting everything 50-50 and making sure that things are fair for both of us. We're both students with part-time jobs and we earn about the same salary. Since we've been together, I've started experiencing frequent UTIs, about 10 so far. Before being with him, this has never happened to me, not even with my exes. I've had to see doctors repeatedly to get prescriptions for antibiotics. We live in Quebec, so we have a public healthcare system, but the wait times are pretty long, about 12 hours if I go in for a UTI. With school and work, I can't afford to spend 12 hours in a waiting room, so on 2 occasions, I had to see a private doctor, which isn't covered by insurance. Some medications weren't covered either. I calculated that since we've been together, I've spent about $1,500 on UTI medications, I'm assuming. The doctor mentioned that it is likely due to how our bodies are built, with friction during intercourse causing bacteria to enter my bladder and lead to infections. That would suck. I asked my boyfriend if we could share the $1,500 expense because I didn't think it was fair to me to bear the entire cost when this issue only started after we got together. He categorically refused, saying it was my responsibility to cover that expense. His response frustrated me because he usually insists on splitting everything 50-50. The worst part is I wasn't even necessarily expecting him to pay for half, but I thought he would contribute to at least a little. This discussion turned into a big argument and I wanted to get your opinion on the situation. So Reddit, am I the asshole?
Withhold sex.
Literally. Okay, well, if this is getting too expensive. Oh yeah, you could find
just say, I can't afford this anymore.
afford this, so like I can't be having sex now. That's such a good answer.
Easy.
I love that.
Solved.
Next. Next, I'm the answer. Yeah, that's crazy.
It's so crazy, like how different like people's like bodies together are.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know how some people, like when you're with one person, so like as a woman, you are with a partner and like you have no trouble getting pregnant, but then you're with like a different guy and like you do have trouble getting pregnant, like shit like that. And just like the way your pH levels are with another person, like I do feel like it has to be, if she's never experienced them before, like just like what the doctor said, the way that their bodies work together. And I'm sorry if he's not willing to like help, withhold sex.
I agree. That's an insane thing to say, but I love that. I don't think it's insane. I'm just like, yeah, that makes sense.
Take the money you would use to get your UTI medication and like buy yourself a nice vibrator and he can go screw.
Yeah. He can have a little fleshlight. But he can buy his own.
Like that would be such a good experiment. Be like, okay, I'm not going to sleep with you for a month and we'll see if I get a UTI. And then if we sleep together and I do get a UTI, then we know.
Yep. But I feel like he still would not want to pay for it.
Yeah, and then I'd be like, okay, well, then we're never going to have sex again.
Do you think he's an asshole for not offering to pay for some of it? I think since it's a joint effort, I feel like, yes, he's an asshole for not.
So, yes. I feel like so many people would be like, it's not like that big of a deal. Like, it's not like she got pregnant and had to get an abortion.
Yeah, but it's happened so many times. It's 100%. Like, this is just adding up.
It's like a little thing that creates a big thing.
Yeah.
Also, you can like die from a UTI
if it like doesn't get treated.
Yeah. I remember that one actress, I feel like it was during the pandemic. I can't remember who it was, but she was like taking her dog for a walk or something and then just like fell and she had a UTI and then she died.
Oh my God.
I wonder if I could find out who it was. It scared the shit out of me because I did not know that.
It must like spread somewhere.
I think it's like
it spreads like to the bladder, I think.
UTI actress died walking dog. Tanya Roberts died from a UTI after collapsing while walking her dogs on Christmas Eve 2020. Like, this is how bad my health anxiety is, because that is how I found out you could die from UTI.
I would send that to the guy. I would send that to the boyfriend and be like,
Yeah.
I could die from this.
She was only 65.
Oh my God. Did they explain like how?
The infection spread to her kidney, gallbladder, liver, and bloodstream. So yeah, probably sepsis.
Damn.
Wait, oh my God. Yeah, it literally says the UTI caused sepsis.
That is horrifying. I wonder if she was like feeling pain or anything.
I know.
Have you had a UTI?
No.
I haven't either.
That I know of.
Yeah. Well, apparently I had one, didn't know, but
yeah.
I don't think it was a
No,
UTI.
when my doctor did my pap smear, she was like, oh, it's showing like you have like maybe a little yeast infection or UTI. And I was like, what? Like, I don't feel that at all.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, I think you're lying.
Yeah, I'm like, did it say that?
Yeah.
Liar. Okay. I was like half asleep when I screenshotted these this morning.
They're like blurry.
On the flight. It's literally like a naked picture of me and then a am I the asshole?
I'll put the naked pic in.
I'll do this little quick one.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for this one? Just like made me sad. Am I the asshole for refusing to let my stepdaughter call me dad?
Wait, hold on. For not letting my stepdaughter call me. Okay.
I, 35 male, married my wife, 34 female, 5 years ago. She has a daughter, now 11. So 5 years ago, she was what, 6? Mm-hmm. From a previous relationship. Her biological dad has been mostly absent, and I've been the one raising her like my child since we got married. Recently, she asked if she could start calling me dad. While I love her and I think of her as my own, I told her no. I explained that I'm not her biological dad and I don't want to take that title away from her real dad, even if he isn't very present. She got upset. My wife said I should reconsider, and now I feel like I've messed up. I thought I was being respectful, but now I'm second guessing myself.
Oh my God, he sounds so sweet. I think that
if I were that little girl, like, could you imagine like
no.
Yeah, like
no. Fuck
and
off.
like the fact that you are the man who has raised her for her whole life, her biological dad is absent from her life.
He should.
And then like the guy that she views as a father figure basically rejects her. Like, oh my God, I would be so upset.
That poor girl is going to grow up with, yeah, she's going to have some daddy issues. Oh my God. I think that he means well though. I mean, I think it's sweet that he's like, I don't want to like take that away from her actual dad. Yeah. But it's like,
but also like, you know that he's not there and she's asking you.
Yeah. I mean, I think he should do it, obviously.
I think he should be like,
he should
hey,
adopt
listen,
her.
I'm so sorry. Like, yeah.
That'd be cute.
I didn't want you to be able to call me dad until it was official.
That'd be such a good TikTok.
He should do that.
That'd go viral.
Yeah, it'd be like one of
those.
Oh my God, I would sob.
Have you seen those?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love those. I love when people like have their babies in the hospital and then like their dad comes in and it's like a surprise that they named their baby after them.
Oh yeah.
Sob like a little baby. Oh my God, I love it.
Like the little baby in the little nursery.
I love it. And then, you know, I'll see it on Reels like a month later.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. TikTok goes away. We're not going to know anything for a couple months.
I know.
I think the thing with TikTok going away too, I immediately was like, when it shut down, I was like, wait, so where's everyone going to go to like talk about this? Because everyone would go to TikTok to like talk about what's going on with like everything. You know what I mean? Personally, I went to the TikTok subreddit. I feel like that gave me comfort because there was all these people on there being like, you know, just talking about it and stuff, and just crazy. Just a crazy time. I'm just like, like very dumb that it was only gone. It was like clearly just like
something's happened
fucking with us.
I don't know. Something happened behind the scenes. I just have a feeling.
Yeah.
A little insider trading.
Maybe. Yeah, but then it was weird because they were like, TikTok said they don't need to shut down the server. Like that was like America shutting down the server. Like they could have kept running and just not had it in the app store.
Drama. Like,
which actually is funny. They said whatever you do not delete it from your phone. And some influencer, like I know Remy Bader and like a couple other influencers did delete it from their phone because they thought that it would help or something, and now they just can't get into TikTok.
Wait, what? Really?
Because it's not because it's technically banned. It just has a 75-day extension.
That's so funny. I saw her video crying.
Yeah, there were a lot.
Like immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, there were a lot.
The ugly crying. I think like if it had been taken away, I'd feel like I'd be like, Oh.
Like they just lost their entire livelihood. Like I get it.
Sad. But then the fact that it came back.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
like, oh God.
Yeah, no, it's pretty fucking silly. And all the influencers that just gave their ass and are now back like, oh, hey guys, how you doing? Like, and then I was like, is there going to be mom talk if TikTok goes away?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
They have a whole ass show now.
Yeah, she said May. I think May is when it's coming out, the second season. So
who's she?
Oh, sorry, Taylor. The queen, Taylor. She.
That is very fucking far.
I know, it really is. TikTok might be gone then.
Here's to hoping. I will say, my grievances with TikTok are the way that they ruin things that like aren't popular, like restaurants, those kinds of things. Like it hits the For You page and then everyone fucking goes there and booked. TikTok ruins it. There's like a handful of places that I'm just like, what the fuck? Like Bernie's in Brooklyn, TikTok ruined it. This weekend.
But think of the business booming.
Yeah, but like it already was.
Okay.
This is like annoying. I can never, whenever I go to Brooklyn, I can never fucking go there now because there is a goddamn wait for so goddamn long because of these goddamn TikToks. This weekend, we went to the Vintage Room, which is at the St. Regis in Deer Valley. And TJ and I pretty much go like every year. It's like an après ski room. Carly, when I tell you the line, there was like over 100 people waiting in line. There's never.
Is it big on TikTok?
Oh yeah. I feel like après is very like trendy this year because like so many like TikTok influencers are like going skiing and like all of that. I'll show you a video. It was fucking insane. We literally walked up and I was like, no, like I'm not waiting in this line. This is crazy.
Damn. I mean, yeah, that is like an annoying part of TikTok, I suppose. Is like,
yeah, they're ruining just like all the good spots.
Or yeah, just like spots you didn't know in California that are, and everyone's like, wait, don't give out the secret. But I feel like besides that, there's so many benefits to it. Like just like learning like little life hacks and just stuff like that.
They should ban promoting businesses that are already well off.
Popping off.
Like even one of the bars on Main Street, No Name Saloon, the place where I almost swallowed glass.
Oh yeah.
Line of like 30 people.
Is that on TikTok?
Yeah.
Why?
Because people are just like, what to do in Park City? Like the second one person goes there and is like, this is what I did.
We've experienced that with estate sales, like hardcore. Like once it's on TikTok, you're not getting into that estate sale. Yeah. But I mean, my heart's still with TikTok, so.
Mine is with all of my establishments being too busy for me to get into this past weekend.
Yeah.
But I did wind up, we couldn't go to No Name on Saturday, which was so fucking annoying to me because it's the bar is just a bar. It's a normal
No, it's literally bar. Like divey.
Yeah. And divey with like a little
character.
Upgrade. Yeah. So that was annoying. But then when we went to the St. Regis the next day, I was like, no, let's try to go to Main Street now. Easy.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's just what's popping off.
Yeah. But we'll see in 75 days if that's even going to be a thing anymore.
Hopefully not.
Stop.
Take it away. I want to be able to get my mozzarella sticks at Bernie's again. Please.
I know, but think of all the people who've like made businesses and then they're just fucked.
Well, yeah, you keep doing your thing, but don't ruin businesses that were already doing well.
Oh, I mean, if TikTok shuts down, then they're fucked.
Oh, well. Like who?
I mean, they were saying there's like over 7,000 plus like small businesses running on TikTok. And that's like a big thing for like.
Well, that you got to start now. Like.
Disperse,
going on to a different way to
I think this like gave a lot of like TikTokers who only do TikTok. I think this was like a wake-up call. I think a lot of them are now doing like YouTube also and like posting maybe stuff on Reels and stuff like that. I don't really know, but I'm just like I mean you can't put all your eggs in one basket online. And like Alicia had such a good video. I don't know if you saw Alicia Remy, but it was such a Alicia Remy?
Yeah, that's what you said.
Is that her name?
No, Alicia Marie. Alicia and Remy are two different
Marie,
people.
I meant Marie, but it just
I just assumed they like said it on their podcast or something.
She made a TikTok and it was really interesting. She's like, this is all for all of my creators, especially like newer creators or like creators that are just on TikTok. She was like, how I look, I'm gonna butcher this, but she was saying like,
do you want me to pull it up?
Sure, yeah.
It's on her TikTok?
Yeah, it should be like her latest TikTok.
Spencer just yelling.
Alicia Bahama.
PSA all TikTok creators.
Yeah. Who are terrified of TikTok going away. Whether you're a creator, a small business, regardless if this is like your main source of income and you are freaking out, please, 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 please listen to what I'm about to say, because I've been preaching this for years. Like, any minute, this whole job could be gone. And it's scary to think that, but at the same time, we all crave security in this job, because in reality, like, we're not God, we're not celebrities, like, we're just normal people who have, oh my God, like, we're so blessed to be able to make money here on the internet, right? Like, making videos. But how do you actually how do you make it long term? Like, how do you actually be a creator with longevity versus just a quick viral moment? And this is something that I'm so passionate about, and I feel like hopefully this helps someone, but I like to look at, I'll use a sports analogy, okay? But bear with me.
Sports?
I look at social media as like a game, basketball, football, whatever you want to call it. The players on your team are your social media apps, okay? You have TikTok, you have Snap, Pinterest, YouTube, whatever it is. Like, you have all of them. Even if your star player is whatever app, platform you're killing at, you would never neglect all the other players. Like, you would still be working with them, because what would happen if your star player, right, who's making all the baskets, making you all the brand deal money, gets injured and can't play? What happens if they get traded? What happens if they are just gone tomorrow? Like, you cannot put all your eggs in one basket for this exact reason. And this isn't me trying to be like, I told you so, because I feel like I had to figure this out the hard way too. Like, after 10 years, I put all my eggs in one basket, and that gave me so much anxiety. It made me feel like who am I without all of this? And I think the best thing you can do is realize you're gonna be fine. You did this before, you can do it again. But remember, the first time you did it, the first time you had a viral video on TikTok, you weren't trying. Like, 99% of people weren't trying.
It's like just a pep talk for TikTok. It's so funny. And like thinking of like just someone not aware of content creation, like listening to this.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's just such a funny thing.
That's pretty much it, I feel like.
Okay.
But I just liked what she said, because it's like, yeah, I don't know. I guess my just takeaway was like, I think these TikTokers are like, we need to like spread out. Because I saw Anna Sitar, she was like, the thing I got from this is like, I don't want to put my like happiness and like everything and have it like just, it can be taken away in like 2 seconds, like in an app, like, job, happiness, like fun, whatever. And then it could just be taken away. So I was like, that's interesting.
But we kind of did that. We've done it. We've been through that.
At like Vine?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we weren't like,
but like we
weren't like actively posting and like, oh no, it's going away.
No. I'm saying like with Vine, we were like, okay, let's do YouTube. Like, let's do this thing. Let's do that thing.
We did, and that's good.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm happy we did that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I was saying.
Well, R.I.P. TikTok.
R.I.P. TikTok. And then resurrected, but then maybe R.I.P. in a couple of months. We don't really know.
Fingers crossed.
I'm scared. I don't know. I don't know if Trump can do anything. So
after I saw the line at the Vintage Room, I was like, it was after they had,
like, ban it.
No, I literally was like, take it away. Take this shit away. Take it back.
There are things that I'm like, TikTok should not be here for these reasons, but I can't think of them right now. I think it's like, it's just like such a good place for everyone to communicate. And like, I just don't know any other app that's so good at that.
Yeah, I just don't really look at it in that way, I guess.
But you like find so much stuff out from it, and you're like, oh my gosh, and you see clips from podcasts. Like, oh, now I'm interested in this podcast. Oh, like, what is she baking? Ooh, maybe I'll bake that. Just stuff like that. I think it's just so fun.
Yeah.
And like, I'm sure they're on Reels, but TikTok is like the play, and it's like everyone is there,
I know, but I feel like if it goes away, then everyone will be on Reels.
God, probably.
And then it'll just be like the same
Instagram
thing.
just feels weird to make like fun videos. It doesn't feel
you
right.
hate Instagram.
Well, I don't like hate it. I'm just like, it just doesn't, like, it's just a different place than TikTok to me. Like, it's just not the same vibe at all.
Mm-hmm. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Well, resurrected, just like Jesus. like Jesus himself. Anything,
Thank you, Jesus.
Anything else?
Thank you, Trump.
Thank you, President Trump.
Thank you, Trump, for saving TikTok.
Thank you. Even though, fuck me. Well, guys, thanks for listening / watching. We should have a bonus episode this week. Well, yeah, we do have a bonus episode this week. So make sure you're emailing us, onlyfriends696969@gmail.com for any problems. Am I the assholes? Am I overreacting? Like, whatever. And we will try our best to give our therapy advice for you. And please include screenshots, all the information you can possible, even if there's like, you know, something that happened in the past that maybe we need a little context. We're always looking for more context is what I'm trying to say. So please give us context. And other than that, we will see ya next week. Things should be normal next week. We should have this up on Patreon on Monday.
Yes.
And everything shall flow better. But it is Tuesday, so this will go up on Patreon Tuesday. I don't know if it's going to be video. Sometimes it's very slow, so we'll see. But you'll still get a Tuesday, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye. Bye.